Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and in this unboxing video, I'm going to be checking out Townsfolk Tussle. This comes from Panic Roll as part of a recently fulfilled Kickstarter. Now, inside this video, we're going to check out the back of the box, find out more about this game, and then we're going to dive inside, checking out all the components to help you make an informed decision as to whether this game is a fit for you. Welcome to Eureka Springs. After the death of the beloved sheriff, Ruffians are coming in droves to take advantage of the defenseless town. It is up to you and your fellow townsfolk to wallop these troublemakers into oblivion. And who knows, if you play your cards right, you may just prove yourself worthy of becoming the new sheriff. Townsfolk Tussle is a lovely co-op boss battler. Your goal is to take down 4 unique ruffians, each one tougher than the last. You'll build up the townsfolk with gear, explore Eureka Springs, and concoct unique strategies to take down even more unique hoodlums. The fate of the town rests in your hands. Now, when you first open up the game, you are going to be greeted by a whole tray of miniatures, and this miniature organizational tray is created by Game Trays, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, has indentations for the IP of the game itself for Townsfolk Tussle right on the shell covering. We're going to take that off, and then we're going to dive into each and every miniature that's unique within the game. I'll give you a close-up of all of them. Next up, inside the box, we have the rules and results booklet on the left, and we have a map of what likely is Eureka Springs and some areas around it. I'll show you that up close as well. When you first open up the rules and results booklet, you're going to be greeted with the table of contents and some story around the murdering of the sheriff of Eureka Springs. As you can see, he wasn't hit just once. I think this was done on purpose. Next is a full visual of everything you're going to find inside the box. You're going to be seeing all these components up close as we go through. On the left-hand side, you'll see the setup and preparation page, and then it goes into choosing a townsfolk. And it wouldn't be a boss battler if there wasn't gear. This section here is going to talk about your starting gear, your peddler gear, unique gear, ruffian gear, all kinds of gear in terms of how you equip it, stash it, use it. The game begins in the town phase, and these 2 pages aim to clarify that. After that, you're going to move into the fight phase, and there's some talk around the landscape in terms of the terrain and the terrain type, obstacles, features you're going to find on each of these different battles. As you continue to go through the booklet, you're going to realize that there's a lot of white space here. There's not a lot of rules crunched into very small areas. I found it very easy to rip through this rulebook and have a good understanding of it. It also is laid out very nicely. You can also expect to find some nice visual examples of how movement works and action examples, all those sorts of things detailed out. And I've gone ahead and skipped all the way to the very end of the booklet. I've gone past a bunch of sections, some of which I don't really want to show you. There was some that have some areas where you'll be reading after you're done your boss battle that'll give you more narrative and also push you further into the game. Don't want to show you those pages as there's spoilers abounding there, but I do want to show you the extra bits section right here, showing you a random FAQ, but more importantly, the game mode mentioned right at the very top, the solo variant. You'll see under the header for solo variant that it states, looking to play Townsfolk Tussle alone, although it's not the intended way to explore Eureka Springs, we've got a solution for you. For the solo variant, you control 3 townsfolk at once, and all rules and setup remain the same, but the secret events are removed from the town event deck at the start of the game. So this game is meant to be played as a cooperative experience, of course, with some hidden information, but you absolutely can play this thing solo, being it's a co-op game. Finally, on the back of the booklet, you have a nice reference area here for a quick play guide, terrain guide, and a critical hit table. And here is the hose lands, as they're referred to in the bottom left-hand corner. In this legend here, you have the overarching map of the game. Here's a look at the punchboards that come inside the game. I'll give you a look at both sides of them as well. The artwork in the game is something that really pushed me towards looking into this one further and backing it, and I'm really excited to dive in even further. It has some fantastic art. I'll probably say that a million times throughout this video, but it really, really does, and it was very unique. So, looking through all these punch boards, that artwork spills over into all the tokens as well, which look really, really cool. And you even have standees as well if you don't want to go with the miniatures. You'll also find a single-sided game board inside the box for all the giant battles that you'll be having, with a beaten order in the top left-hand corner, buying order down a little lower, and terrain along the bottom. Next up, moving further into the box, we have the town phase board here, where it states we can draw back up to 3 feet, resolve town events, shop here, and enter the fight phase. And it's kind of got this like clothesline approach going all the way through, which is pretty awesome, and some cool artwork at the very bottom. Then we have a couple packs that we're going to have to go through in terms of some boards, and we have, it looks like, a token tray here. Once we get through all of these, then we'll dive back inside the box. I'll give you a look as to how the storage is shaping up inside. Just before I go through all these boards, it's worth mentioning that they're all recessed in terms of the areas for tracking numeric values, which is really cool. They're also double-sided. So all those components that I just went through came from this side of the box. You'll see down below at the very bottom, there's another tray for organization. We've also got ourselves a dice bag, it looks like here, potentially for tokens, who knows? I will find out more as I go along. There's more little bits down here near the bottom. There's also some cards mixed in there. We have some dice, an area for them to be stored, and then a really cool storage system here for cards. Removing the cover off of the card storage area, well, what do you expect? A lot of cards. It even says so right here on the top of the lid. Cards, cards, and more cards. Plus, there were some cards down here as well. Starting gear and some cards specific to the bosses as well. We're going to go through all of them in order to wrap up this unboxing video. It appears I may have been fooled, as these look like dividers of those cards that were not inside of the card box, which is awesome to see. Now these final two decks of cards I'm not going to actually go through, as these are the cards that actually house the AI for each of the battles and enemies that you're going to be going up against inside of Townsfolk Tussle. I want to keep those secret because, well, that's part of the enjoyment of the game, is discovering what those things are going to do to you when you're out there fighting them. So that is going to wrap up the unboxing for Townsfolk Tussle. You have now seen everything inside of the box except for these specific cards, which I'm keeping out of the unboxing, and I really hope this helps you make an informed decision on it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this one, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling solo.